Hey, ladies, please share your location. Make sure if you have someone that you love, that you trust, to know where you're at all times, please share your location. It's a matter of life and death, literally. It's just too dangerous out here. Especially when you're going out on a date with somebody you don't know, you're meeting up with somebody that they're a stranger. You don't know them yet. And you never know what can happen. Anything can pop off, you know. So just as a matter of precaution and safety, make sure you share your location with someone. If they're not going to literally be like hiding behind, like sitting in the back somewhere in the cut, while you're actually on your date with you to see if make sure you're okay, then you got to share your location with someone. I don't care how old you are, I don't care how young, you need to share your location. I just saw this really disturbing news story on CBS News, and it was a young lady. She was about 19. She went out on a date. Now, I don't know if it was from a dating app. I don't know where she met this person, but he was 33, and she never returned home. And long story short, the man killed her for whatever reason. And so, again, my prayers, my condolences, my sympathy goes out to her family, friends, and loved ones, because that's crazy to go out on a date with somebody and to not return home, like this person kills you. And so that's the thing with meeting up with people you don't know, with strangers. People are just unhinged. People, you just never know their motivation. And that's why I'm a firm believer. The dating apps, they trash. Absolutely not. You know, it's just too risky. Now, granted, there's a risk if you go out on a date with somebody that you meet at the grocery store, or at the Target, or at the library, or wherever. But at least if you meet them in person somewhere out in public, you kind of hopefully get a sense of how they are as a person, get a good read to see if they stable or not, that they're not psychotic, or serial killer. You just don't know, and we can't assume that we can't assume that we're going to be safe. But and I didn't finish listening to the whole story. I'm gonna listen to it again to really find out more specifics. But again, I don't know if she met this guy on a dating app or whatever. But again, I firmly believe, unpopular opinion, that these dating apps are trash. That we have to move very, very carefully, very safely, and not put ourselves in jeopardy going out on a limb, meeting someone. And first and foremost, and again, she was 19, and I'm not blaming her. My heart goes out to her family, her friends, her loved ones. And maybe she didn't know any better um, at being 19 and young, but just I would encourage you to encourage people that you know that are close to you. When we going out on these blind dates with strangers, we have to make sure we're in a public place. You need to make sure you have shared your location with someone. Like, I'm about to be 54, and my location, I've been sharing my location with my daughter. She's 27 for a while, so she's gonna always know. At least one person is gonna know where I'm at all times. And I think in the news story they mentioned that the way they were able to find the young lady, again, she was 19, is she had an app on her phone called, I think it was called Life 360, something like that, to where it has a GPS, to where they were able to find her, track her down, because the guy that she went out on a date with, he somehow, I don't, the car was wrecked. He murdered her, long story short. So again, I urge you, please, please move, you know, wisely. Please move with caution. And I get how at times you may feel like, gosh, I'm just tired of being single. I'm lonely. I want to meet somebody. But we have to be very, very, very careful and very strategic of how we meet people. And it's always better to meet organically in person anyway. You can at least get a better read or feel of the person. So again, I encourage you, make sure you're sharing your location with at least one trusted person, someone you love and trust.